Hello, everyone. Excuse my voice. So, I'm Jay Guerrero, Vice President of Burners Without Borders, Corpus Christi. And despite my voice, I want to give you guys a brief introduction, or at least try to our flagship venture, the Burner Beach Project. So, what is Burner Beach? It's a place of vibrant history. It was home first to the Karankawa Indian tribes. Later, Spanish explorers and those big wooden boats they kept sinking off our coast. Spanish explorers were there, but there was also big game fishermen. We've had cattle ranchers, developers, prospectors. Many people have set their sights on Burner Beach, including myself. I was just weeks old when my father dunked me in the surf for the first time. And I spent my youth learning the lessons that she had to teach through countless hours acting as a steward of the place I love. So this is my home, but it's also our home. It is a 7-mile sandy playa on the Gulf of Mexico. And it's a magical place. It's a place that our Texas family has grown to love. And it has a unique ability to etch a new perspective on anyone who comes to visit. But most importantly, it's a gift. And the first time that you wake up to see the sun rising over the surf, or you take a walk at night and see the billions of stars overhead, you start to realize just how important this place is, how special a gift and how unique a gift Padre Island is, our Burner Beach. But why is it important? Beyond her magic and her history, she's the largest undeveloped barrier island in the world. And she protects thousands of lives and homes. She's also the very reason for the Laguna Madre, one of the most ecologically diverse and important places on the planet. And as with any gift, we share it with hundreds of species, both flora, fauna, mammal, reptile, and so on. I've shared my dinner on Burner Beach one night with kangaroo rats and with coyotes the next night. And I've shared my catch with great blue herons. I've watched as deer play in the surf under the moonlight. It's really magical. We also share this place with protected and endangered species. Every year she's hosted the Kemp Ridleys and her hatchlings. That's the most critically endangered species of turtle on the planet. So there's many more species out there. That's obviously just the most high profile, and they do need our help. We also share it with people from around the world. They come to visit this place because it's one of the last wild beaches left. And many people understand the importance of this place, but many more treat it with reckless abandon. And it is that human element that brings us to the problems that we've been facing. At the onset of the project, we were faced with nearly insurmountable quantities of refuse. We're looking at things deposited not just by humans, but also by currents. And we've charged ourselves with removing decades of waste. Beyond that is the destruction of habitat. Generations of Texans have grown accustomed to using these dunes and these grasslands for their four-wheel adventures, despite its illegality. They have carved miles of trails into the dunescape, ravaging the habitat. So the project was born to mitigate these issues. Envisioned and led by Patrick Brown, some of you may know him as Parsec. Liz Cream, myself, and a very small handful of others set out to change the culture of use, to enact lasting change on this land through education and through action. We started small, but we've since grown to host quarterly cleanups and celebratory burns. Our events draw up to 350 participants thus far. Each one of those participants is a volunteer. And it's through the power of those volunteers that we have been able to carry out well in excess of 10 tons of moop and trash to date. We've also begun rallying our South Texans, bringing them into our community and educating them on the application of our principles. We've gone beyond welcoming the stranger. We've gone to the default community and begun engaging the stranger. Now, as you all know, our culture carries with it certain connotations. As such, we've faced some challenges. We've had to work especially hard to gain the trust of the administration in a deeply conservative region. To date, Texas has granted us the adoption of this beach. It is now Burner Beach officially, and we've helped to shape, thank you. We've also helped to shape, the laws on this land. More importantly, we have brought to the local populace the spirit of our community through gifting, interactive art, things like that, generosity. We have earned the respect of our peers on Burner Beach, and it's through that earned trust and respect that we change the way that people are using it. We have altered the way these people use this beach. We first act selflessly, then educate peacefully. We then offer an opportunity for engagement, and in time, our neighbors they've followed suit. They've begun adopting principles of which they've likely never heard. The experiment works. More than this, though, the most rewarding aspect is watching as these efforts culminate, and that is through the healing of the beach. Those trails are growing back in, and for the first time in many years, this beach is much cleaner. There's still work to do. Ongoing grant submissions to fund continued cleanups, filling vacancies in our divide and conquer plan, and also searching for funding to begin dune replanting and sand fencing so that we may fully heal the damage done all await us in the future. I invite you to visit us on Burner Beach and hopefully share the gift that we have. And, excuse me, with any hope, you'll leave with the inspiration to leave a positive trace in your own communities. Thank you.